Welcome to InTuneDeep Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. I had already started this reading. This is the third time, so maybe third time is a charm. Maybe that is a relevant statement in your life right now. We have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the subconscious energy driving the reading. Sorry for my inconsistency. I am trying to come back and be more consistent, but I feel like I was going through a personal transformation. So this channel may be a bit different, still spiritual, still what you've come for, but it's just going to be a little different. So bear with me as we transition. We have the Seven of Coins, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Fountain, which is a little bit of a different deck that includes a 79th card out of the 78. That is the traditional deck. We have the Eight of Cups and the Emperor. And again, we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is giving me that whatever of you who are, those of you who are coming in contact with this energy, the Ace of Swords is bringing some clarity to your life. It could be clearing some things out. It could be a new beginning of some sort. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning, as is all the aces in the tarot deck. It says powerful clarity, mental clarity, a great force at work, a fresh approach, strength, long-term success, determination, and ambition. I think a lot of you are getting strong in this point. During this Aquarius season, there's going to be a lot of detachment. And I feel like there's a detachment that's kind of like a divine order of detachment. Things that you don't want to kind of move away from, but there's things that are just being cut away because that's just what is meant to be at this point in your journey. You have the Seven of Coins. A lot of you are putting in a lot of hard work. And, you know, it's divinely guided and it's divinely acknowledged if you don't think so. Nothing is done in vain. We have, it says patient resolve, patient dedication, stewardship, assessment, thoughtful planning, a commitment rewarded, creativity, and security. This hard work will pay off. So those of you who feel like your hard work and your efforts are going unseen, that is not the case. You know, it takes time for these things to grow. You can see that this man is growing his garden, and believe me, it took work, it took sunshine, it took water, it took plant food, it took a lot of things. It took his love, his dedication, and his hard work to yield those coins and for things to come to life, for things to come to birth. So, you know, for those of you who are entrepreneurs right now who feel like, you know, it's just not happening for you, make sure you are putting in your time. You know, some of you who are trying to sharpen their skills, because after the Seven of Coins is the Eight of Coins, which is, you know, someone who is just nose to the grindstone. They are putting in the work because at a certain point it will be rewarded. So make sure you are doing your 10,000 hours. If you are familiar with that that saying, you have to put in your time, and your time will come when it's time to reap the benefits and the reward. A lot of you had to walk away from certain things that was distracting you from those very things. Walk away from certain jobs to start your business. Walk away from certain relationships that weren't helping you to be in a vibration. A lot of you had to have this discernment of the Emperor and the sharpness and wisdom of the Mother of Swords. You had to use your logic over your heart. The Six of Wands is here in reverse. Let's see why this showed up in reverse. It says excessive pride, false praise, betrayal, fear, and disloyalty, this card. Usually when it's upright, it's about, you know, being hoisted up and being recognized, and there's victory, achievement, but it's showing up as a reversal. It's excessive pride, false praise, betrayal, fear, and disloyalty. Maybe this is relevant to some people and some energies you might have had around you. And look at this. Before you know, it could be someone who was sneaky and sly. If you see the Seven of the Seven of Swords, there's 6 here, but someone is hiding one of them. Someone might be trying to hide themselves from you, you know, kind of disillusioning you from the truth, disillusioning you from clarity. But here we go. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. The Wheel of Fortune constantly turns, and it always turns in your favor. When things fall away, it's meant to. People who fall away and fall off the wheel, fall off the face of the earth. People who ghost. People who leave you high and dry. You start to see things for what they are when you just sit still and just pay attention. So never take things personally if they fall away from you, or you did all you can on your side and people are still treating you horribly. The Fountain is at the heart of the spread. The saying that goes with this is be. It's endless possibilities. This card kind of reminds me of like the Star card on steroids, so to speak. It says oneness, a moment of cosmic clarity. We also have that clarity card here as well. Fully awake, the end of seeking, enlightened being, surrender to that which you are, whole and perfect. I think this is like having those moments and having these awakenings of things that you can't control, because you truly can only control what you can control. So if you feel like you have done all you can and you're just kind of fed up with all the working that you have done, and you just feel like a lot of things you're just up against it, so to speak, start looking at things from a different perspective. This bat is upside down, looking at things from a different perspective. Not just upright, and comfortable as well, Looking at things from that perspective is something that's going to save you from a lot of heartache. It's going to show you that things that have left you is making room for things that are better for you. We have the Eight of Cups energy here again. We had it here first, but we have it in the main spread. Let's see what it says for us. The Eight of Cups. In the unknown, a search for new paths, a rejection of the material for the spiritual, disappointment, humility, walking away, fortitude, embracing the unknown. Sometimes it's like that, you got to leave your comfort zone, things that you have built, things that you have known, to get a fresh new start in a direction that can serve you better. And I'm not saying that it's easy. Transformation is not easy. Metamorphosis, all sorts of things that, you're going from. I was just talking to my good sister friend. Visit her channel. It's the all-seeing I'm, formerly Respect the Deck, my sister in spirit, and we were just talking about how when the butterfly is going from caterpillar to butterfly, I'm sure it's painful in that cocoon. When a snake is shedding its skin, it could be something that could, it could leave that snake sore. So, I'm not saying that endings and walking away from certain jobs and stability and things that you have known for a very long time won't be painful. I'm just telling you that from a wisdom and spiritual standpoint, it will be worth it. Let's get a clarifier. The Mother of Wands. Speaking of snakes, look at that. You are strong. You are confident. Be comfortable with that strength and confidence. And if it bothers other people, then that's their problem. Your birthright is to be and show up as confident and sure of yourself and protective of your energy and protective of your future. Look at the snake protecting those eggs. And also at the bottom, we have the Fool card, which is showing you that it's okay to take that leap of faith, to be this young duckling and to take that leap of faith off of that branch and fly. The Emperor is here. The Emperor is here to remind you how much control you have in your life and how you are a co-creator with God, with the divine. Structured control, it says. Structure from chaos, self-awareness, control and coordination, skillful execution, a confident leader, protection and versatility. Excuse me. Why did the Emperor show up? Be sure that you are balancing your head and your heart. Be sure that you are, we have the Ace of Swords here twice. We have it here at the bottom of the deck as well as here. You're going to get some divine clarity on what your path is here for. Be sure to balance head and heart. Balance, you know, your emotions and honor your emotions, but also be balanced when it comes to logic. If things are hurting you, it's not good for you, because love doesn't hurt in any aspect. And then we also have the Daughter of Swords, which is, to me, from my studying of energy, this is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is, to me, just as powerful as the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Swords is someone who's so eager to learn. Look at this young owl. We have young wisdom at its finest that just needs to be nurtured and refined. So if you're going through something similar to that and that registers and this resonates, you know, that's great. I hope that you are here to stay if you're just coming in contact with this channel. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for everything. If you're looking for a personal reading, I have information in the description box. And if this is all, I shall see you very soon. I plan on being more consistent with this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.